Hey everybody, it's Yanni Hamburger back. Today we're doing I Know What You Did Last Summer. Alright, let's do this. We're getting closer to the end of the 31 days, I can tell you that much. Alright, July 4th, 1996 in Southport, North Carolina, Julie James and her friends Ray Bronson, Helen Sivers, Barry Cox all drive to the beach. On the way back, they accidentally hit a pedestrian. Julie's friend Max passes them on the road. Barry and Helen try to dump the body in the water, but the pedestrian wakes up and grabs Helen. Barry pushes him into the water, and the group swears to never discuss what happened. A year later, Julie returns home from college for the summer. The friends have gone their separate ways, none of them pursuing their dreams to struggling with the incident. Julie relieves actually. Julie receives a letter stating, "I know what you did last summer." She and Helen take the note to Barry, who suspects Max. Julie meets Ray, who now works as a fisherman. Max is killed by a figure in a raincoat wielding a hook. That night, Barry is ambushed by the assailant, stealing, driving his car. Julie researches the newspaper articles, believing that the man they ran over was a local named David Egan. Helen and Julie meet David's sister, Missy, at home. Missy explains that a friend of David's was named Billy Blue, and he visited to pay his respects. That night, the killer sneaks into Helen's house and cuts off her hair while she sleeps. The next morning, Julie finds Max unalived, wearing Barry's stolen jacket covered in crabs in the trunk of her car. When she goes to show the others, the body has gone missing. Julie, Helen, and Barry all confront Ray, who claims to receive a letter. Julie goes back to visit Missy while Barry and Helen participate in the 4th of July parade. Missy reveals that David allegedly ended his own life out of the guilt of the death of his girlfriend, Susie Willis, in a car accident, and shows the note. As writing matches that of the note she received, Julie realizes it wasn't a note, but a threat. At the Croker Beauty pageant, Helen witnesses Barry being unalived on the balcony, but finds no sign of the killer or Barry. The police officer escorting her home is ended by the killer. Helen runs to her family store, where the killer takes out Alyssa. She escapes and runs towards the street, but the killer ends up going slashy slashy. Julie finds an article mentioning Susie's father, Ben Willis, and realizes Ben was the man they had run over a year ago, moments after he killed David to avenge his daughter. She goes to tell Ray, but notices Ray's boat called Billy Blue. A fisherman knocks Ray unconscious, inviting Julie to hide on his boat. On the boat, she finds photos and articles about her and her friends, and pictures of Susie. The boat leaves the docks, and the fisherman is revealed to be Ben Willis, targeting them in revenge for leaving him dead. Ben chases Julie below deck, where she uncovers the bodies of Helen and Barry in the icebox. Ray awakens and goes and rescues Julie, ultimately using the rigging to sever Ben's hand and send him overboard. He explains as he poses as David's friend and visited Missy out of guilt. The couple reconciles, relieved not to have actually ended anybody at all. A year later, in 1998, Julie is now in Boston. As she enters the shower, she notices the words, "I still know," written in steam on the shower door. A dark figure crashes through the door as she screams, "And welcome to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer." Alright, again, you got to give it for the cast, man. That's a huge cast. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Phillippe, Freddie Prinze Jr., Johnny Galecki, Bridget Wilson, Anne Heche, Muse Watson, and Stuart Greer are all in this movie. Yeah, I've already said it. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is still there. There's been a ton of stuff with this movie. It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a good... I wouldn't even really call it that much of a horror movie, more than a mystery movie, but it's still a great movie. Get out there and watch this one. Just if you want that nostalgic 90s kind of Dawson's Creek. It's like a horror version of Dawson's Creek, really. the way I look at it. All right, that's I Know What You Did Last Summer. We'll be back for 2 more. There's 2 left in the month. It means we're getting closer and closer to Halloween.